Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas. Tonight, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Won by the Brooklyn Nets. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Mavericks with the possession. Doncic to Porzingis. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. For three. Smothering D. Porzingis. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kristaps Porzingis. Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Doncic. To Porzingis. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Luka Doncic. Porzingis. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Harden. They'll get it to Durant. No good, and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Screen coming. Doncic to Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Time to shuffle things up. It's Harden. Shot won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis.
Would have knocked it down and add to their lead.
Here comes the screen. Patty Mills to Harden. And scores. Strong take. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Patty Mills. Deep left corner. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
KP, Kristaps Porzingis. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Doncic. To Porzingis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Kristaps Porzingis knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Aldridge to Patty Mills. Rebound cleared by Dallas. To Luka Doncic. To Porzingis. LaMarcus Aldridge pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Deep right corner. Patty Mills to Millsap. Oh, Millsap missed his first. That one goes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Doncic to Porzingis. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Mills in possession. Now down 6. Aldridge. Short jumper. Won't fall.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Doncic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Nets have the basketball. To Millsap. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. To Millsap. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. To Porzingis. And the finish at the rim.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
To Porzingis. Swings it. Joe Harris rejects it. And that one out of bounds off the net. Changes coming from both sides right now. Porzingis. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kristaps Porzingis. To Millsap. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Millsap. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Burke with it. His team on top by 8. To Porzingis. Working the outside. A pass stolen by the Nets. Cashes in for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Mavericks with the basketball. Probing the defense. To Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Porzingis. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
To Millsap. Oh, Millsap. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Hardaway. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Brooklyn's got it. To Millsap. Here comes the screen. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Burke with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Porzingis. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. From long range. That no good. Off the mark. Has a look. Won't go. Long key from 3/4 court. First quarter's complete. It's the Mavericks with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Porzingis. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Brunson to Porzingis. And the rebound taken by Millsap. To Harden. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Hardaway. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Brunson. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Aldridge. Shot for James Harden. James Harden now 3 for 9.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
James Johnson with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And he buries it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Brunson to Ntilikina. To Hardaway. Beyond the arc for 3. Won't go down. Harden in possession. Down 4. Durant to Harden. Baseline drive. Harden trying to take it to the basket, but a shot stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim. Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Dallas has it. Brunson. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Harden for Durant, down low. Oh, nice find for the basket. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Count the 2 for KP at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Durant. Another chance. LaMarcus Aldridge. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. With energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
New blood coming in for both sides. Brunson to Ntilikina. To Brunson. Hardaway against Patty Mills. And the rebound taken down by Durant. Harden in possession. Down 2. To Durant. Kevin Durant, 4 out of 7.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Brunson. Layup goes down. Well done.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Harden into the front court. Down just a couple. To Durant. Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dallas with the possession. To Ntilikina. Brunson to Hardaway. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Deep 2 there, won't go. Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Brunson to Ntilikina. To Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Free throws up and perfect. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Down low for Powell. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
It's James Harden once again. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Harden with the basketball. Leads 1. Durant to Harden. To Ntilikina. Nothing going here on that drive. Ntilikina. Got it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. Dallas owns the basketball. Probing the defense. Ntilikina here against Harden. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Durant buries it.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Ntilikina into the front court, trailing by 4. Bullock against Patty Mills. To Luka Doncic, picked up by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Ntilikina with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Luka Doncic. Oh, had him going there for a second. Kevin Durant. Huge block. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden to Durant. Goes to the left side. Down low, Aldridge. Knocked loose. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Doncic. Trey Burke, guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Burke shot off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great...
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Substitution being made in this one.
Hey, double three.
To Luka Doncic. That's rebounded by the Nets. To Durant. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Trey Burke at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Harden has it up the floor to Durant. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That boy's living his best life.
Burke with it. Trailing by 11. To Porzingis. Gets to the basket and scores.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
A lot of contact. No whistle. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
James Harden, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Deep three at the buzzer.
That's his first personal foul.
Reggie Bullock is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 79% at the line. Misses the first. Hits a second. One more coming. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half with the Nets in front.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets. The Mavericks are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game trap. Blocks.
The Brooklyn Nets came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Doncic to Porzingis. Yes, And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kristaps Porzingis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Durant across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. And the Mavs able to clear the rebound. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Add 2 points to the board.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Harden in possession. They lead it. 4-point game. To Durant. Harden is good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Doncic. To Porzingis. Doncic. LaMarcus Aldridge with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden in possession. Lead stands at 7. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 9-point lead. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Porzingis to Luka Doncic. From the painted area, won't go down. Harden into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Harden. That's how you defend. Doncic. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And scores on the Euro step.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
To Porzingis. It was right there. Harden with it up top. The lead stands at 9. Short jumper off the mark. To Porzingis. And finishes strong. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
And strokes it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Porzingis. Knocked loose. Porzingis. Tough matchup against Durant. Nets have it. Durant to Harden. Count it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Porzingis. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Harden. Knocked loose. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. It's Brooklyn's ball. James Harden fires for two. He's looking for that touch. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden with the basketball. His team up by 7. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Porzingis. Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
James Harden trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. Mavericks with the possession. Doncic. Gets a look. Can't hit. Harden in possession. Up a dozen. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant to Harden. No good. No daylight. Great defense. The follow won't go either. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Durant with the basketball up top. Lead stands at 10. Fires the 3. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Brunson. Knocked loose. Nets have it. Takes Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Doncic. Here comes the screen. Bullock can't connect. Harden in possession. His guy's up by 15.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I love when bad shooters make shots. They run down the court saying, I should get the ball more. And that's when you say, no, you're open for a reason.
A lot of contact. No whistle.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Harden gets it in the left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hardaway to Brunson. Here comes the screen. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Knocked loose. Nets have it. And he's going to the free throw line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Mavericks with the basketball. Tanilakina. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Takes stock of the floor. Trey Burke. That one off the mark. It's no good. Harden into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Baseline drive. The jumper's off the mark. Burke with it. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Tanilakina. Not that time.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw try, off the mark. Has a look. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Long key from three-quarters court. Three-quarters down, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Nothing going here on that drive. Fine to shoot. Won't go down. Dallas has it. Brunson. Nothing going here on that drive. Porzingis to Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Hardaway. Can't connect. It's no good. Harden with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Millsap. Oh, Millsap. He's 3 for 7.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Harden. And stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Harden. They'll work it down to Millsap. Kristaps Porzingis swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
The drive. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Harden. For 3. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Another shot won't go either. Dallas with the possession. Knocked loose. Trey Burke here against Harden. Sizing up the defense. To Millsap. Missed a wide open look. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Rebound taken down by Porzingis. Burke with it. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Tight space with the crossover. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Great look and vision. Ah, the monster stuff. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Ntilikina, Harden's on him. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, denied!
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Ntilikina into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. To Porzingis. Flushes it home. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Harden. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Trey Burke. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Two-point shot for James Harden. Off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Harden to Patty Mills. It's rebounded by the Mavericks. Ntilikina with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Ntilikina. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Harden. Dwight Powell able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Patty Mills. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Patty Mills. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ntilikina against Harden. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And he stuffs it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
And he hits.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Nice pass to get things going.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
James Harden at the controls. To Patty Mills. Easy path to the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Doncic. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Ntilikina. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. No good. Ntilikina to Luka Doncic. 4-3. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Harden. To Patty Mills. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Doncic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Harden to Patty Mills. Harden. going to launch beyond the arc. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Doncic. Deep right corner to Luka Doncic. Hardaway. Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Harden to Patty Mills. Harden to Patty Mills. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. From long range. Luka Doncic at the line. And hits the first free throw. That one won't go. One more to come. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. To Aldridge. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Here's a chance from long range. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Big finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Patty Mills. Mavs have it. Beyond the arc for three. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great game by this squad. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Mavericks seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
James Harden was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.